Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host, a Wolf, and today we're gonna be looking at will the market rally? Right now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, so make sure you hit the like button, that bell, and that sub. That way you will be notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with me whenever the stream is done, join me on the Discord. Links have gone out. They're going to be pinned here on top of the chat. Sorry about that, dudes. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me tonight for an awesome stream. Let's get rolling. Let's see what's happening with the market, right? We are above the 20-moving average for market cap. That's good. We broke above it a couple days ago. We said about back testing it. We've had back tested it, right? So that's something that we talked about, and we've back tested it where we could go, right? So we are on track to try to rally and go for that 1.03 trillion dollar market cap. And again, I think that's the target that we're aiming for right now. We're still getting expansion of the Bollinger Bands to the upside, but again, remember what I said, we have to get a break in the next couple of days. We just been stagnating for a while now. So 2 days ago I said I think we're going to be getting a break, and yesterday we got some kind of movement, particularly on Bitcoin above 19,666, which again was an area that we were looking to get above. So let's go check out Bitcoin. There's really not a lot going on here on market cap as far as bullish or bearishness, except the bullish divergence that we had traced. So let's go for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin. Waiting for it to load. Alrighty, there we go, Bitcoin. All right, so we had the bullish divergence. Remember what I said here? I said if we felt it drop lower than the previous low and try to rally, we were struggling with the 19,600. So getting above that area would be beneficial. Yes, look at that. We're still above. We're in target for 20,911. Hopefully we can reach it, right? Rejection of this zone and rejection of the 20 moving average or fake breakout. Or any kind of weird breakout low we had here, right? We broke above and then we rejected, right? We came back down through. I don't think it's going to be taken well by the market. So I think we want to stay above that 20 moving average. We want to see Bitcoin rallying still. Again, action of the Bollinger Bands seems to be expanding a little bit here on Bitcoin. We can see them start to spread out a little bit to the upside. Hopefully we can get a rally coming in. There's really nothing bearish coming through, right? So that's it. Neutral at 55.40. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? We're looking for that divergence here. It was that hidden bearish, and I was worried that we're going to get rejection. We're live on this candle. We talked about where we could go if we rejected probably the 20. We didn't. We managed to keep on rallying and negated the divergence. Again, that's one of the things about calling them live, is that we have no confirmation that divergence have or will trigger, right? So yeah. Yeah. What's up, Todd and Lunk? Yeah, sure. Anyways, getting that action to the upside, getting above 19,666, which is very, very beneficial. Like we said, had that bullish divergence on the daily. And again, moving up. Now, the thing that I don't like, we don't have it yet, but as soon as we start going slightly higher, we're going to develop this strong bearish divergence against the MACD and the RSI. And that's going to put pressure on the price. So it's not there yet, but that's something I would be looking out for. And I'm just going to draw a line, and I'm going to place blue just as a potential, right, that we're targeting for some potential divergence that could put pressure on the price and make it move down, right? And draw it like that and like this. I think I did anchor. Did I anchor this to the 4-hour? I'm not sure I did. No, I didn't. See, I wanted to go to the 1. So I'll just anchor it to the 4. I think that's the only thing I'm looking at here, and the only thing that gets me to worry a bit. Again, like I said on the daily, we're looking for the break above 19,666. We finally got it, right? We were rejecting slightly when we did this 2 days ago. Like I said, if we do manage to hold and break through it, push through it, we're looking for 20,911. I think that's the target that we're on. Part of that reason is that on the movements down here and here, both times, even here, Bitcoin fell to close lower than the previous low here, right? So again, failure to close lower than this previous low was leading us to that upside. Although it was not a loss, dropping slightly lower than this previous low was immediately going to create bullish divergence strong still, and that was still going to have us go for action to the upside. But again, this was one of the possibilities that we were discussing. And again, like 2 days ago, I said we're looking for a break. We need a break. I said we're expecting to get a break this week, and I'm kind of glad that we are getting the break already on Wednesday, right? So Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see if we can continue getting this break going here on crypto, right? All right, let's get rolling here. That's the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Elon, what's up, dude? All right, let's zoom in here. All right, so we had some divergence here. It still carried through all the way to here, and we can see that going on from here to here. All right, that's the first time. Then we flagged it a little bit, continued to the upside. That divergence is still tracked all the way down there. Kind of lost whatever short-term divergence we have. Now, just like with the 4 hour, right? Any movement higher here is going to generate divergence, bearish. Right, we don't have it right now. But as soon as we start to go higher, we're still definitely going to be lower than this previous high here, right? So again, and on the RSI as well, from even on the RSI from the same point, so from here to here, right? Somewhere. But that, again, that divergence could certainly put pressure on the price and try to make it go back down to 19,666. I'm just thinking that we're due for a large move, and I'm thinking it could be to the upside, just to, due to the fact that we have been holding the 20,000s, 19,000, 18,000. We just felt to drop much lower than that, and it just seems that Bitcoin's really trying to hold this level. So I think we're gonna try to make a push for it. And just based on what we've seen, the last thing that we had was a bullish divergence, and the fact that it hasn't triggered with a lot of strength, but the fact that we're failing to drop lower on the attempts that we had to go lower, they failed. So the way to go is upside, right? That's what the market's telling us, it's trying to go to the upside. So let's see if that comes true and holds, and we get that nice rally. Again, we still have a resistance at 20,911. Let's see if we can get there. Right, but again, this divergence, this strong bearish divergence that we're going to build, could certainly, make it to where that doesn't play out and put pressure on that price. It makes it go down. So I'll be watching this divergence and see if it triggers. And if it triggers, let's try to gauge where the move is going to go. If we see this divergence fail to trigger and we get to 20,911, we still push higher, then we're going to see that the bearish indicators are failing to play out, and we could think that the bulls are in control. Therefore, we could still expect to see a bullish rally coming through. If the bearish divergence takes hold and moves down again, it does not necessarily mean that the bears are in control yet, but it would just certainly mean that market conditions are neutral terms for either or, because bullish divergence playing, bearish divergence playing. So again, I think that's where we are at with crypto in general, right? Let's go to the Ethereum and see what's going on there, man. Ethereum 1,374. Man, this is taking forever to load. Here we go. All right, so Ethereum again, support still in the channel, right? 1,387 to 1,292. We have just hit that upper portion, highest point. Look, high 1,383, 1,387 again. Just $5 of target and $1,000 move. That's it. Could be we're above the 20, which is good, but not really out of the woods yet. Nothing bearish on the daily to look at. This is just consolidation again. On Bitcoin, I forgot to talk about on Bitcoin. We had a double bottom that we had talked about a while back. I'm gonna go back and round up on it in a second. Ethereum had the bullish divergence, getting it to play to the upside again. Once we get above the 20, talked about potentially trying to go for 1,387. Again, if we were going to get a moving down, 20 moving average. I think we had some bearishness in the 1 hour, if I'm not mistaken. Here, right? Yeah, so some bearishness developing. Had the bullish divergence rally, then we created some bearish divergence, right? Look. And that divergence is what's putting pressure on the Ethereum price, and why we got that moving down. It led us to backtest that 4 hour chart. Let's go here in style, make it yellow again. Right, divergence from here all the way down to there, right? So again, it's just the same thing here to here. So bearish divergence, moving down on that. Again, hidden bullish coming through, helping us get that small rally here on the 1 hour. We have it against the MACD, not against the RSI. Bought at 63.62. That means that price perceived to be a little bit higher, so that could lead us to a slight pullback, and then we might try to rally again to 1,287. But we're still in the channel. We have not broken it on the daily again. Just waiting for this to go somewhere. Right? Again, let's go back to Bitcoin here. Let's go on the weekly and talk about the double bottom that we were talking about, right? Can I check Riot? Yeah, I can check Riot. See here, one bottom, two bottoms with bullish divergence. Talked about this move, how it could lead us to rally, maybe 20 moving average, right? Maybe at 236 and 382. If we go for that 382, it'll be something similar to what we had seen back here. Remember, we talked about this. How we had that, down sideways, right? Down sideways, down, up, right? Down, up, down. And we could start that new up. If we go for a 382 and we reject that zone like we did here, that could certainly put us near that 12,000. Again, I don't believe we're out of the woods fully. I just think that we were due for a move in general, and I think that's what we're seeing happening here. Right? So, again, the double bottom, still have fibs out here to try to guide us. You have to adjust them a little bit. I'm going to count that this bottom is not the bottom that we're looking for, but this bottom here is the bottom that we're looking for. It's just slightly lower, but, they does amplify those fibs, particularly extensions, a little bit more, right? So with that, let's go and talk. Andrew came first. He said lunk. So yeah, let's do lunk. Terra, man. Well, it's up. War, how's it going, my friend? Thank you very much for being here. So yeah, it's the same thing, right? Bullish divergence, rallied on that. Rejection of the 100% retrace, come back down to 20, trying to hold support. Really nothing else happening here on the daily. Neutral 51.99. Nothing bearish or bullish going on here. So let's go here, man. Had some bearish divergence, man. I'm not sure why we last looked at this or why I don't have it on this chart, but maybe it hasn't loaded yet. But there is some bearish divergence here. Oh, I know why we don't have it. Because there were some breaks here, right? There was a small break here. And then I wasn't really sure if we should consider it or not. But, there is bearish divergence here. I think that's the reason that we didn't draw it. But bearish divergence moving down below the 20. Right now trying to bounce back up a bit. Hidden bullish divergence. If you want to go for a reason why we're moving sideways, there's hidden bullish divergence. Right, trying to go up to a 20 moving average. That'll be a nice target. 0.30 and then 31, right? That's a fraction of a dollar, man. Neutral at 46.66 on the hour side. Again, price perceived as fair. Bollinger Bands, nicely separated, not too tight, not too wide. So yeah, if we this move sideways still, we're gonna see volatility of the market, and then we might get a wild swing coming through. 1 hour chart. First of all, stuff from the 4 hour. Go back to your time scale or time frame. There we go. All right, that's it. This also coming from the 4 hour. Don't you hate it when you forget to anchor to its time scale, time frame, whatever you're gonna call it? Yeah, it's fine. Do we have bearishness here? 84.19, 83. Yeah, there was some bearishness back here. I'm just trying to see why this is dropping, right? But down again with divergence, hunting for the bullish divergence. There could be some coming through here, maybe. We're gonna have to zoom in here and check, but yeah, some bullish divergence. And then we just fell through that one as well, right? And bullish divergence to move here as well. That's bullish. One for 20, rejected. Try to go for 20 again, rejected. Now we're trying to break through the 20, but we have nothing bullish here. Dropping lower, coming in lower on the RSI. More negative momentum than the previous one, so nothing bullish here, man. Trying to get above the 20. If we do get above the 20, right? If we do get above the 20 and we hold, could be good for long, right? I'm not seeing anything bullish to drive this move on, at least on the 1 hour. 4 hour hidden bullish. Yeah, that could work to maybe go to the 20 moving average. And then the daily, it has nothing. So daily's just kind of stagnating and chilling sideways, right? And then we had a request for Riot. And then I'll go to your questions there, Warman. I just seen them. Yeah, I heard from him. I'll tell you what's up in a second. Where's Riot? Right, $7.25, right? We had the bullish divergence popped on that again. Not really a lot going on here. Maybe some hidden divergence. Yep. Hidden bearish can't put pressure on that price, man. But you know, neutral at 1.86. So yeah, with that, you know, maybe move to 20. We have already moved there. Not really seeing a lot here. Let's go to the weekly, man. Weekly, we had some bullishness again. Try to rally, hit the 20, reject it. Just failing to get above the 20. We're above the 20 now. But failing to, you know, just drive away from it. And I think this is just very crypto related. So whatever Bitcoin's going to do, we might see Riot follow suit. You know, so, you know, I think that's what could be in store for us here on Riot. And not really. It should be behaving kind of close to what crypto's doing, right? Not really seeing a lot as far as a pattern or anything. It's just, if you want to see a pattern here or a large pattern, this looks like a very, very large fallen wedge of sorts, right? Let's draw this here real quick. It's 1 point, that's 2 points, and then it just extends like this, right? See, right? So you're gonna see a pattern here. It's a very, very large fallen wedge. It's not gonna go to zero, right? It's not gonna go to zero. I don't think it's gonna go to zero, but we should, you know, at some point in time try to break this fallen wedge to the upside. And it's just gonna come whenever Bitcoin rallies. All right, so let's go to HNT and talk about doesn't matter. All right, yeah, HNT. Here we go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's up in a cabin in Utah. So apparently he's coming back into town. He stayed at you know, well, last time I talked to him was I wrote to him was 2 days ago. He told me he had to stop at Vegas, you know, at a hotel to stay there for a night, and then he was gonna end up driving back down to, you know, where he lives. So yeah, I chatted with him 2 days ago. That's the last update I have. So yeah, he has a you know, I think his family has a cabin up in Utah or something. And he goes and stays there for a couple months during the summer or fall, somewhere around there. I think summer. That's where he usually goes, and he stays there for like a couple months or so. But there's no internet or anything like that where he's at. And yeah, he told me he should be up and, you know, back to normal in a couple days. So we shall see. I think he's still resting up and, you know, whatever. So maybe he's still stuck in Vegas. Who knows? Maybe he's hitting the Bellagio. Alrighty. That's it. HNT, let's do this, man. On the daily. Again, we were looking for the bullish divergence that eventually triggered. I'm not sure if we kind of held it, but yeah, it eventually triggered. Yeah, we kind of held it. So bullish divergence finally triggered to a movement into the upside, and we're already hunting for it, right? Right now, we're just getting some kind of recovery. Not the best recovery, but some recovery. That's cool. Maybe when I see him, yeah, that'll be a sign of the next bull run. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. That's a good way of looking at it. Going slightly higher. Yeah, I don't think there's anything bearish here so far. I'm just trying to zoom in here a little bit more. Be a little bit more meticulous. Maybe, right? It's coming lower to here, and I'm gonna have to zoom out here and just make sure whatever I was trying to look at. Yeah, I mean, it's just barely there. It's strong bearish divergence, right? When we were zoomed out, it was hard to see. Or at least here, it was hard to see. But when we zoom in, we do realize that we're coming in slightly lower here. And going up here slightly higher, right? Strong bearish. That could lead to some action to the downside. The way the market is moving in general, I think that might not be a strong action to the downside. Maybe to a 20 moving average. Just gonna be at $4.86. I think we hold and we try to rally, particularly if Bitcoin keeps on rallying and bring positivity to the market. I think that's what we could see happening, right? Again, coming up higher. 4-hour chart, by the way. There was some bearish divergence, right? Some bearish divergence, potential for action to downside. We have moved down here a bit, right? So we are moving down a bit. Not bad, not a bad move. bottom, right? Hidden bullish divergence coming through, helping us rally. So that's not bad. Not all bad. Once we hit the 20, got above it, rallying from there. Right, it's not bad. Nothing bearish afterwards. Overbought. Right now, bought at 69.65, but going overbought. That means the price perceived to be higher than what it should be. So it should come down a bit. That's what theory should state at least. But overbought markets, on a bull market in extremely bullish conditions, overbought markets can stay overbought for a long time. Does not necessarily mean you have to come back down, right? But, you know, being that we're on, let's say, on a consolidation phase, we should potentially see some movement to the downside. And, you know, it could come as a flag, right? This could flag a little bit. And as it flags, the RSI is going to cool off. And then we could look for the next run. Had I not anchored this? Oh, it's from the daily. Hath I not anchored this? All right, there's bearish divergence here also, by the way, on the 1 hour chart, right? Look, going up here, creating some of that bearish divergence, right? Potential for action to downside. And we're starting to get some of that flag that I was talking about on the 1 hour. I was talking about on the 4 hour, but, you know, we're starting to get it here as well. And it could be that we drop to a 20 moving average, sitting at $5.53 here. And we try to pump from there. That would be a nice move, kind of like we did here, right? Look, we're going high, move sideways a little bit. We created some divergence here, by the way, on the short-term bit, right? You can see here, positive momentum, slightly less positive momentum as we're coming up here. So we move sideways, hit the 20 and pop. I think we could be looking for something similar. Get that next run up, right? Next leg up here on HNT. Not really seeing anything else that looks cool, quirky, patterny. You know, just hoping that Bitcoin double bottom on the weekly plays, right? And that was the bottom. I'm not saying it's the bottom. I'm saying it could be a bottom, right? Could be a bottom for the short term. I just really want to see Bitcoin rally more. Try to get through at 20,911. But again, like I said, as soon as we start to go higher, going to be developing some bearish divergence that could trigger a sort of retraction from the market, right? See some movement to the downside. Right on, man. Rightio. So with that, let's go back here to the daily round off and so what else, right? Let's go weekly. I think here we're talking about down the weekly on this here chart. Right, double bottom. Potential double bottom. How do we know it's a good double bottom? Once we break this neckline, right, we could be trying to go for a nice movement to the upside. That neckline happens to be right around 24,394. We just need to get above that 20 moving average for us to get there. And like I said, it's not going to be a full-on reversal, but certainly if we go to 382, and once we see how we handle that, if it's something similar to what happened back here, could bring more sell-off. If we try to get above that 382, then we could really be looking for a reversal, and maybe this was a bottom, right? That 382, by the way, is at 29,555. Not be weird if we'd rallied all the way up here before we reject it, just like we did here. Look, down and sideways, right? Down and sideways. Where does that sideways happen to lie? Here and here? Right, down and sideways at 382, right? Down and sideways at 382. Double bottom here, right? Quick double bottom, boom, boom. Not a textbook double bottom, not a double bottom with bullish divergence, but a double bottom nonetheless, right? We have a small W pattern here. Here, 382 in rejection. Here we have, you know, that W pattern here after we had that stagnation here at 382. And then that's what I'm saying. This is going to be key once we get to this level. We'll see how we handle it. If we manage to recover, then this could be done. If we don't, then we reject this zone at 382, it could just lead us to 12,000s, right? That's it. I mean, there's really no sugarcoating it. That's the target. That's a similar move to what we got from here, right? To here, let's say, right? Sorry, to here, so or drop. So 59%. So if we get another 59% from 20, puts us closer to 10. Sorry, from 29, right? So 59. Here we go, 11, 12, right? We're looking at somewhere around here, 12,000s, right? That's what I'm saying. If it just happens that we reject there and we get a similar drop, we're looking around the 12,000s, right? Let's see Bitcoin dominance. We haven't seen Bitcoin dominance in a while. The reason I want to look at dominance, I want to see if we ever close it, the gap. And I think we did, by the way. I just haven't come back here to look at this wicks that we have here, right? And this wicks and this bottom here around that 18,420. Guess what that did? That certainly closed the gap back here, right? Look at the gap. Bye-bye, gap. You got closed. We still have one more gap that needs to get filled. There's a tiny one here that we just gapped up on the price, and that is around the, you know, the 8. I think this one will close. So this one's gone. Bye. Rid of that. And there's another one down here around the 9Ks, right? And it's down here. So that's the only gap I think we have left on the chart to the downside. We have gaps to the upside. Gaps galore to the upside. Have a gap up here to the 28,000. So that move to 29,000 to close that, you know, 382 we were talking about on the weekly would not be a weird move because we have a gap. We reject that zone, man, not good, right? We still have another gap up here. Eventually gonna have to come and close it at 34,600 and another major gap here at 50,000, right? 51,000. So we gotta close these gaps. We gotta close these gaps sometime. Just not sure when yet, right? With all that said, let's go look at the DXY. Where the DXY at, man? All right, let's go check it. DXY 110. All right, so we broke the 20, trying to recover a bit. That's fine. And rejection right at the 20 right now, actually. All right, this could lead to dollar weakening and us getting some nice recovery on crypto and other assets, right? But the drop could just probably go to 109. That's the target that we have. Right? That's it. We're gonna keep it short tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll be here for crypto beers or something tomorrow. We gotta figure out what we're gonna be here for tomorrow. But yeah, market's recovering. 2 days ago, talked about this, right? Monday, said we need a break this week. I think we're due for a movement. We're starting to get some movement. Hopefully we can get continuation, right, on crypto, and that's going to be beneficial. So we shall see how that's going to happen, or how that is going to play out, right? So yeah, guys, it's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, hit the like, the bell, and sub. Join us in the Discord. Links have gone out. Remember that all the information that is provided here is being given to you by a treaty wolf. Don't trade based on what a treaty wolf says. The wolf is not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. It's obviously all for entertainment and educational purposes only. Can you see the wolf is smart? He has glasses. With all that said, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.